Welcome to Tuesday's Tips for Tuning. I'm Brian Thompson from SevereBand.com. Today's lesson we're going to talk about clarinet pitch, specifically throat tones, how we can help them. So the very first thing, three kind of main ideas. The very first one I want you to do is tune your clarinet. The way we tune our clarinet on G and C is by adjusting our barrel to our upper joint. You can see it right here. If you pull out a little bit, it'll make it flatter. If you push in, it goes a little sharper. But before you can really do that, you need to make sure you have a good firm embouchure and a nice flat chin. Make sure you have a good clarinet angle. If it's too low or too high, find the correct angle, maybe like 30 degrees from your body. Not 45, that's too high. Okay, after we've tuned between the barrel and the upper joint, we need to tune middle C and G. And the way we'll adjust middle C and G is between our upper joint and our lower joint. Out goes a little flatter, pushing in goes a little sharper, but you might need to adjust it out a little bit. It might not be all the way there. So you check out those two notes and you adjust that joint. All of a sudden you're playing more in tune all the way across the clarinet. So once we've got our clarinet in tune, we've got a good embouchure, our second hint, make sure or try adding alternate fingering. So here for G, instead of just playing open, we're going to add our right hand, 4, 5, and 6, or 1, 2, and 3 on our right hand. If you add those to G, A flat, A natural, and B flat, all of those, just by adding those 4 fingers, you can help bring the pitch down, maybe give it a little better adjustment to the tone, and make the throat tones really nice. So there's our hint number 2. Hint number 3, we need to practice some sort of exercise playing in tune. What exercises? Any kind of unison exercise where you're playing and you're trying to adjust pitch and listen to one another, make sure it's the same. I also recommend practicing these. Maybe put a drone on in the key that you're playing. For me, I use band intonation exercises. Of course, I wrote it, but you can find it at SevereBand.com. What's cool is red notes. It shows for every instrument, red notes are generally sharp and blue notes are generally flat. And it'll show every instrument. You can see all the way on the far side, there's hints to help them play more in tune and adjust their instrument, just like I'm giving you hints on this video. So this is exercise number 2. We can take a look at an individual part. Here's the clarinet part, and each exercise is going to give you some hints, maybe some alternate fingerings or things to help you play more in tune. So as a teacher, you can practice the unison exercise and say, read your part, and it'll tell you a hint, and then go apply that hint as you're trying to play in tune with one another. And so you sing it, you play it along with a drone, you play with a group. All of a sudden, kids start to figure out the things they need to do to play in tune. I also suggest playing them along with a tuner on their own, making sure that they can make that adjustment for each and every one. What do they need to do for their particular instrument and for their playing to make each of those notes correct? The last thing about band intonation exercise, it shows a pitch tendency chart for every instrument, and then we have an intonation issues and solutions. So, for instance, what do dynamics do to pitch, or room temperature, clarinet angle, hardness of reed, airspeed, mouthpiece, how tight or loose should you have it so you have a good tone. Hey, thanks for listening to Tuesday's Tips for Tuning. You can find out more hints by going to SevereBand.com. You can also help me make more of these videos by supporting my Patreon, Brian Thompson. And then last, go ahead and check out Severe Band at Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for listening today. Good luck with getting everyone to play in tune, and have a nice week.